ఇవాళ మన ఈ సమావేశానికి 3 కారణాలు ఉన్నాయి. ముఖ్యంగా ఫస్ట్ది, లాస్ట్ మంత్ మనం సుబ్బారావు గారింట్లో జోస్ ఇంట్లో కలిసినప్పుడు అనుకున్నాం ప్రతి నెల ఒక్కొక్క ఊరిలో కలుసుకుందాం అని. సో ఆ సందర్భంలో ఈ నెల ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుందాం అని అనుకున్నాం. ఇది ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్. సెకండ్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే, విధుల ప్రకారం ఇవాళ భీష్మేకాదశి కాబట్టి నా 80వ పుట్టినరోజు. అదో రెండో కారణం, విశేషం. మూడవ కారణం ఇది, నేను ఈ మధ్య 2 ఏళ్ళు కష్టపడి ఒక మెమరీస్ తయారు చేశాను. నా మెమరీస్, నా చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి ఇప్పటిదాకా. ఈ పుస్తకంలోని బికాజ్ ఆఫ్ మై మెమరీస్ ఇది పిల్లలకి, మనవలకి, మనవరాళ్ళకి డెడికేట్ చేశాను. అంచేత ఈ పుస్తకం పెద్ద పిల్ల ఇది ఓపెన్ చేస్తే సమావేశంగా ఉంటుందని సర్వద చేత ఈ పుస్తకాన్ని ఆవిష్కరించమని అనుకున్నాను. అందుకని కోరుతున్నాను. అది ఆవిష్కరిస్తాను.
కాస్త కెమెరా కూడా చూడాలి మధ్య మధ్యలో.
తెలుస్తుంది, ఎంత జాగ్రత్త చేయొచ్చు.
ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఇంకో పాయింట్ కూడా ఏంటంటే, 2019లో మన ఫ్యామిలీ బయోగ్రఫీ పుస్తకం ఆవిష్కరించాం అక్కయ్య చేత. అప్పుడు ఇప్పటికి కొంత టైం అయింది కదా. ఈ మధ్య నేను ఈవెంట్స్ ని మళ్ళా అందులో పెట్టి కొన్ని తప్పులు ఉండేవాడిని కరెక్ట్ చేసి ఇంకో పుస్తకం తయారు చేశాను. లేటెస్ట్ బుక్ అన్నమాట. అంటే 1827 to 2020 దాకా సెకండ్ ఎడిషన్. ఇలాగే
ఫ్రంట్ పేజ్, ఫ్రంట్ పేజ్ ప్లీజ్.
లేదు, ఏం లేదు.
నెక్స్ట్ 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 నెక్స్ట్
మరి ఫోటోలు తీసుకున్నావు నువ్వు.
నెక్స్ట్
వీడియో. ఓకే.
రియర్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ది బుక్.
Well done, Pa. Utilize your time. And I'm sure the kids will read and enjoy it.
For you people only.
నిలబడాలి సరోజా.
నిలబడమ్మా. ఫోటో తీయాలి.
ఫోటో
డాడీ కాదు నాకు.
డాడీకి వయసు అయిపోయింది.
ఇప్పుడు ఇది తీసావు కదా. ఇది ఒకటి
ఉండు మరి.
ఇది 2000. దిస్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్.
లాస్ట్ టైం విష్ణు చదివాడు 4 ఫ్రంట్ వర్డ్ కదా.
ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగాలి. వద్దని కొన్ని పనులు చేస్తున్నారు కదా. షుడ్ బి కవర్డ్. గుడ్ జాబ్ డన్ వదినా యా కంటిన్యూ
This is the latest version of our family biography of Kutreus.
Second series.
Second series, edited and updated.
The content in this book is a series of my memories, the facts and events spanning over a period of 78 years in my life and is narrated chronologically. This is not to be construed as an autobiography of self. It emphasizes the roles of my Babaya Garu, my mentor, philosopher and guide in shaping my personality. And secondly, my superior officer, DGM in Vichayal, Koraput, Sri Deepankar Roy's unconditional display of concern and contribution towards me in shaping my technical career. I have dealt with a few of my life experiences and career events in this book. I have also narrated certain contemporary lifestyles, communication and transport system prevalent during the first half and little spill into the next 2 decades of the 20th century. Considering the relevant stages in my life, the total content is placed in 4 chapters. The intention of bringing out this document is only to record and preserve my precious memories which may fade out from my mind as the age advances. Secondly, it is a fond hope that the younger generation, whoever comes across and goes through this book, may get inspired to communicate these memories. And also the great history of the illustrious Kutrev family to the future generation. I thank my brother Pantulu who has written the prologue for this chronicle. I also thank my cousin Babuji who helped me remember certain details of our activity at Kendrapara. This chronicle is for internal circulation among the Kutrev family members only and is not for publicizing.
For this book, prologue has been written by my brother Pantulu. That he is going to read himself.
We were one short of a cricket team at home. Our childhood was interlaced in a combined family comprised of our father's elder brother and younger brother and brother's family. Together, we were one male and one female cricket teams. Our coaches taught us to care and share. They demonstrated honesty and integrity as core themes even while in hard service. Demography drifted the families far and wide yet couldn't shatter their coherence. Until early 70s, our father and his brothers shared children's education based on availability of relevant facilities at their working stations. I felt immensely privileged when Buchanaya endorsed the responsibility of writing the foreword to his chronicle of memories. Ever since he completed his titanic task of writing our family biography, passion for collating his 7 decades memories kept him mentally occupied despite his indifferent health. Annaya had his schooling staying with Babaya Garu and later electrical engineering at Vizag. He used to visit us on vacations and annual ceremonies of our grandparents. He taught us to assemble small chariot with battery-run lamps while taking Ganesh on procession in our colony. He taught me riding bicycle. He used to take me on a bicycle ride in zigzag fashion, which was frightening and thrilling too. My childhood acquaintances with him were very sporadic. We dwelt with Buchanaya in Powerhouse Colony in Jaipur from 1962. I was in PhD course in Vikramdev College. I recollect the arrival of Philips radio in our house, which was a big luxury, which we finally ventured over lengthy discussions. We ceremoniously enjoyed Binaka Geetmala and Amin Sani's anchoring those days with pin drop silence. Devotion to duty has been his slogan from day one. His virtues set him laurels. Seldom organizations afford to forego a technical hand like him. His efficiency impeded his dire need to get a transfer to HL Hyderabad when my sister-in-law was cancer affected and shuttling between Sunabeda and Chennai frequently. On the eve of 29th November 1988, we were at home celebrating Chinsa's birthday. Around 8 p.m., Vadina's father took me home to attend a trunk call from Chennai. I was holding my breath with brewing anxiety and listened to my brother and the attending oncologist on phone. I uttered inadvertently, "Anna, we will bring her home." I was in Chennai. One day later, Anna and me went to HAL office there and made arrangements for children to reach Chennai at the earliest. We commenced our return together with Vadina on 10th December by Howrah Mail. Return journey was tough. Tougher still was our journey from Vijayanagaram railway station to reach home. Dr. Srinivas came home to provide some palliative measures to keep Vadina comfortable. She was bedbound. She was an intelligent lady, used to recognize people by their voice and converse cordially, leaving an impression of well-being. I have no words to describe Buchanya's levels of sanguinity for additional medical opinion. I couldn't but drive him back to the reality. Performing a duty and value addition are two distinctly different things. Difference being earning for livelihood and enabling growth. Most people work within the 9 dot and struggle to perform. Some few bring innovations and perform differently in the given frame. My brother is an honest mentor with commitment. He strives and in the given frame. My brother is an honest mentor with commitment. He strives and professes to be a perfectionist. I have seen the rugged tracks he strode before listing his accomplishments. He demonstrated pinnacles of discipline in the family. Buchania had a flair for keeping spares as a contingency. May it be a spare part or a piece of information, even a log of music on his spools. It goes without saying, diary writing was a part of his day-to-day lifestyle. His passion for compiling his memories is a product of his gifted brain power and scribbling from his diaries.
Gnapakalu. Introduction. The creator of the universe, who is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, and ever-pervading, has gifted all the living beings brains with limited desired faculties, including the memory storage. Only the human beings are bestowed upon, along with brains, a sense of discrimination. In addition to this, the human beings have instant reflexes and a large storage capacity called memory, from which they can retrieve the desired information as and when needed. Probably that is the reason why human beings are called rational and social animals. Every human being has memories of his own life. Some are deep-rooted events which are unerasable and impact joy or sorrow when retrieved, and a few others which are not so deep-rooted may fade out in course of time. Me, being a septuagenarian and entering shortly into the octogenarian band, felt like jotting down a few of my memories, mostly nostalgic in nature, in the foregoing chapters, since they were never on records so far in any form, soft copy or hard copy. The intention is certainly not an attempt to write the autobiography, as I have already written my autobiography in brief in the book Putrel Family Biography, documented by me and got it released on 22nd June 2019 by my elder sister Srimati Mahalakshmi Kumari Balijepalli. On this occasion, I pay my homage to my parents and all the departed stalwarts of Putrel clan. As the age of a person advances, I feel the present memories take back seat and fresh events will be successors. and depending on the impact and period, the event becomes a memory, and this, I believe, is a continuous process till the life lasts and is steered only by the Almighty.